Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Today is the Tuesday, the 3rd of March 2015, and the Geneva Motor Show for this year is currently well underway, with today and tomorrow being press days and it being open to the public on Thursday, the 5th of March. For those of you that are going to see it and having a look at all the new shiny models and cars that are being released, as you have a walk round, just stop and take a step back and look at the cars in a logical manner. All you're admiring and looking at and what's on show is simply highly refined versions of 19th century engineering. Nothing much has changed since the car was invented. They've just highly refined it, but it's still essentially just a metal box with a wheel in each corner that has to go along a prepared strip of earth called a road. Ever since Carl Benz put all the inventions together and essentially created the car as we know it, in 1879, nothing much has changed. The diesel engine cars that's there, they're all refined versions of the original diesel engine invented by Rudolf Diesel, also from Germany, in 1892, with his patent granted 1893. And all the wheels, the tyres that these cars are sat on, it's highly refined versions of the pneumatic tyre developed by a Scotsman, Robert William Thompson, who got his patent in 1846, and Charles Dunlop, I think it was Charles Dunlop, in 1888, and even the material it's made of, the vulcanized rubber, was invented by Charles Goodyear in America in 1839. The gearboxes all these cars have at the Geneva Motor Show, they're all refined versions of the automatic box invented by the Stuart Evant brothers in Boston, America in 1904. The manual gearboxes in the cars, highly refined versions from Louis René Panhard and Emile Levasseur, manual gearbox of 1894, and the synchronized gearbox, which all modern cars have today with a manual transmission, was a relatively newcomer, developed by Cadillac in America in 1928. The clutch plates, which all these cars have, invented by original Professor Henry Selby Haley Shaw here in England in 1900, and Joseph Saab in 1933, with his patent granted in 1937. The windscreen wipers that all these cars have had their origin from an American lady called Mary Anderson, who invented it in 1903. The spark plug, even though cars don't have spark plugs now, it's mostly all fuel injection. Those that do have spark plugs, it was invented in 1860 by Ethnie Leonor in Belgium. And the most up-to-date cars, the hybrid with nickel-cadmium batteries with their 19th century German engines. The nickel-cadmium battery was invented by a Swedish guy called Waldemar Junger in 1899. So as you can see, nothing in the automotive industry has changed for over 100 years. All, as I said, all you're watching and looking at and admiring is highly refined versions of 19th century technology. Cars essentially are a blast from the past. Nothing's changed. the fastest car in the world can only go as fast as the car in front of it, and there's only so much space on the floor for all these cars. Look at all the major cities of the earth, how much traffic jam there is. We won't get a traffic revolution and a personal transport revolution until we have cars that fly. In my video library, if you go way back, you'll see one I did about Star Wars. This was about a year and a bit ago. Luke Skywalker's X-34 land speeder, the old model, that will outperform any car at the Geneva Motor Show. Even the fastest Ferrari, Lamborghini and Bugatti. A Ferrari has to roll on the floor on a set of wheels. If there's a big hole in the road and it comes to it, it'll just drop in. Whereas Luke Skywalker's land speeder will just zip over it because it's floating on a null gravity field by repulsors. That's when cars will change humanity. Otherwise we're stuck with 19th century engines fueled by the processed remains of dead sea creatures, i.e. oil, which produces either petrol, or Americans call it gasoline, or diesel. We're polluting the air with the exhaust fumes after the internal combustion has done, and the piston sucks it out ready for the next cycle. So if you're going to the Geneva Motor Show and you're having a look round, just remember what I said. You're not really looking at anything new, you're just looking at old technology that's been highly refined, and it's essentially a spectacular blast from the past. That's all I'm going to say for it now, even though I'm looking forward to seeing the YouTube videos of Shmi 150 and all the other more professional bodies, i.e. Autocar, Auto Express and the American Auto Magazine video bloggers. So just remember what I said. There's nothing new there. Even the most latest hybrid i8 BMW car is not really all that new. Right people, you know the routine. Like, dislike, comment, dislike, like, dislike, comment, subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever it is you want to do. It's completely up to you. So until the next one, which will probably be on Sunday, and some gameplay. Right, bye.